Hello and welcome to Facebook Live video with Avalon Springs Farm as part of the Thursday activity that I do with the Farm Chicks. The Farm Chicks are Dancing Leaf Farm, she did hers this morning, and Flying Goat Farm, she's doing hers after me. We get together on Thursdays at our various little spots since we can't be together, so we're going to be with you live on video. And we talk about yarn and the things going on in our lives, and we try to make up a little bit for the fact that we're all apart in this period. I have a few things to talk about today. The first of which are the two things I'm wearing. This little thing that I'm wearing, I'm dressed in pink because the main subject is Casapinka. But, those of you that know me personally know that I am not a super duper knitter, I'm a yarn maker. But I did make my little scarf. It's part of my kits that I produce. Mine is regular knit and the kits do seed stitch. But this one, it's for breast cancer awareness. And since I was dressing in pink for my Casapinka activity, I thought, oh my goodness, I don't care if it's June. I'm putting on a dash of color for breast cancer awareness. But the other thing that I'm wearing today, I can't believe I'm going on Facebook and talking about what I'm wearing. I am so not a fashion person, you guys. But I am today. Okay, is this little piece? I want you guys to see this. Is this not gorgeous? Isn't this beautiful? It's a piece of handmade jewelry. Let me tell you about it. Okay, come over here, Jenny. Ooh, ooh. This piece of jewelry was done by a friend of mine. Her name is Yvette, and our two daughters, my daughter Jenny and her daughter Juanita, were in dance school together for a long time. How long, Jenny? How many years?
Like 5.
Maybe more?
Like
I don't know.
Maybe
It was a while. From the time that they were little girls. And so Yvette and I were dance moms. Not the kind of crazy dance moms like you see on television, but moms that loved that our children were happy and dancing. Anyway, look at these cool new things that she's making. I also have to show you this. If my friend Kathleen is watching, she's going to see her little present. The last couple of weeks, we were doing the Fiber Art Studio tour, and my friend Kathleen Lopez from Crackpot Woolworks, she knit the pattern, the shawl pattern for the show that's called Ticket to Anywhere. Oh my goodness, did she knit this entire shawl in just wicked speed. And so I had to but she's a crocheter by her natural inclination. And so I got her these little crochet stitch markers, which are a new project by Yvette. So I want you guys to see, so right now on Yvette's website, she's been making 1 million masks it's an Etsy shop. It's unique. Did you do the name?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So it's an Etsy shop. So she has a couple of pieces in her Etsy shop that are like this. And we met earlier this week and we did social distancing, and we sat outside and we had protein shakes together because I just had to, first of all, I had to pick this up as a reward to myself for all of my hard work to the show. If you're an organizer of a show, do you get to reward yourself sometimes? Yes. I'd been eyeing this for so long, and I went and got it with some of my little funds from from my earnings from the show. But then this I got as a little present to my my sample knitter, who is Kathleen from Crackpot Woolworks. So I can't wait to give that to her. But I thought I would show you guys because Yvette's going to make a bunch more stitch markers. So, and that was so cool. So cool. Anyway, so on just enough about my social life and dressing up for you guys. My main topic is the Casapinka hug shot pattern. Should I take it out? It's probably going to video real easier if I take it out of the pattern. So this is what the pattern looks like. Casapinka is a cool designer, and she normally does her, and that's a close-up of the shawl, and you see the big influence of pink. You can knit this pattern not in pink if you want to. Zero in on the materials and all of that, because that's this is what you need for it. And basically, you need what is in my basket. So the Hug Shot name of the pattern comes from the National Hug Your Pet Day, and so this pattern is in honor of Hug Your Pet. And so when we did, and it's basically going to be 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn in coordinated colors, some to do the work that, and again, I know this is a small print, but when you look at it online, you can see that in the patterns, you're going to need some that's variegated and active, or speckled, or just active in some way, and some that's, and another skein that's calmer and more of a solid or a semi-solid. So what I did to be part of her show, if you go to my shop today, because it was Thrifty Thursday, or Thursday Threads with the Farm Chicks, and you only have a little bit more time to do her pattern, I have her code. If you shop with me, then when I package up your yarn to come to you, I send you the code to get her pattern for free. So what I did for today was I got out my colorways that I'm making for this, and I named them after, since it's Hug Your Pet, and those are our pets, I named my different colorways after the animals on our farm. So we are going to go see if we can find some. And I'm going to start with an easy one. Okay, let's get this one out because I see her and she's just loves to be on video. Okay, so this colorway, if this one was surprisingly hard to photograph, because this coral color, it wants to present itself as either more red or more pink. And you can see that it's a semi-solid, and it's not as dark as, it's very difficult to, and it's exactly the color that's in this one. So, although this is a tree. Oh, why do I, you know what?
It's outside. There's
That's
a
okay.
tree.
And usually we get spiders. Today we're getting the tree. Okay, so these two really go together. This color is in that color, and this is a cheerful one. And so this one we named after Lady, the goatee girl. So we got to go find her.
And she's right there.
And she's right there. She's eating. What are people saying? Are people saying, I should put my glasses on? Some people are saying, oh, that's beautiful. Lovely stitch markers. Yes, and there's Lady. And we've had Lady for a long time. Her mommy, all of the girls in her family were named after like little royalty. So there's Duchess, and was her mommy, and her grandmother was Princess, and Princess came from Tintagel Farms. Okay, so let's see, what's another one? This one is Mabel. Oh my gosh, Mabel has been in our family for a long time, and she is like the friendliest. I have people who come to this farm specifically to visit Mabel. Can you believe? Because Mabel's really friendly. And so, oh, I did that myself right now. Darn it, why did I get the yarn? I just, with my own finger, made that messy. Sorry about that. Okay, so I took that same coral pink and I matched it up with a more active, variegated colorway, because I just, even though this is also, it's a similar idea to the other pairing, but not everybody looks good in things that have a lot of yellow. Some do, some don't. So if you're a person who is likes blue tones, then I did a coral with a variegated that's blue. That has an influence of blue. Okay, next one. Oh, I'm going to make a mess on the table. This one is after Nightingale, and I don't see Nightingale. Okay, Jenny, while I pick up my basket, I'm going to let you show them Nightingale. Nightingale is a wonderful story of that goat, because you know what Nightingale did? She is kind of a lopsided little girl, mommy, and all of her babies only wanted to nurse on one side, so we would have to milk her out on the other side. But then that would mean that she donated milk to whatever little baby was in need. And so she was our Nightingale. So this one, highly, highly speckled yarn on one side. Goodness gracious, just speckled throughout the whole thing. And then this one is tonally dyed with 2 different shades of pink. And then I went back in and added some speckles of the darker shade of pink to the whole thing. So that one is for Nightingale. And I really wanted that ruby-ish influenced pink because of Nightingale's sweetheart and coming to the rescue for so many baby goats. Let's see. I see one of our cats. Do we see? I think Nightingale might be in the shade down there by the pond. Do you think Nightingale's down by the pond?
I don't know if they can see it, but there are goodies right along the edge back there, and some are back there.
Look, there's a little baby boy. Show this little baby boy. I think he's being bothered by a bee. There's like a bumblebee and he keeps... or something. He was getting very upset about a bug around his face. You handsome man. We do have to figure out a name for you. Yes, we do. With your cool gray horns. He has a mom who is a colored Angora goat and a dad who is a white Angora goat. So we might end up keeping him as a future sire in the herd, but he's really cool. Oh my gosh, it rained so much here last night. It was like we were wondering if we were going to do our presentation today in an ark. But fortunately it's beautiful now. Oh, and this one I can't actually show you the animal because this one is a sort of in memoriam one, but for 20 years thereabouts, Luna the llama was our guard llama, and oh, we are so attached to her. Goodness gracious, are we attached to her. So I did these two after Luna the llama. Oh, and then, you know, when she was towards the end, when she was in the last little phase of her life, her legs didn't give out. It sort of gave out. And we had to lift her up the way people lift up a car on a hoist. We had to lift her up every single day, several times a day, and do physical therapy on her legs. Oh my goodness. We loved her so, so much. So this one truly is about like sort of expressing my feelings. Somewhere Luna is up in the clouds looking up after the goats. And so those are the colors that make me think of that. There's like a little bit of tiniest hint of little pasture green and pink for her sweetheart and purple for the cosmic wonderful place she must be in right now with all the other llamas. Okay, next one. This one is, what one is this one? Oh, and this one was the very first Luna one. And we ran out of it, so I did another edition. But I wanted to show you it because since it was the second edition, this is the exact same yarn. And then because people were writing to me and saying they wanted more of this, I had to dye a little bit more of this. So this pink is the paler color that appears in the variegated section. But it came out a little paler and a little less dotted. You know, in the first batch, So it's still, on this side, it's still tonal and it's still a semi-solid, but it's more solid than the first time I did it. So this is Loving Luna, the second edition. Because, you know, if it's Hug Your Pet Day, she was a big pet around here. And and this is just number 2. That's another one of that one. And then the last one, let's see what I have as the last one. Oh, this is the Heart of Mandy. Mandy Snow. Where is Miss Mandy Snow? I don't see Mandy at all.
She might be back there.
Should we go onto the farm and see if we can find her? How many minutes have we been talking?
I actually don't know.
Who thought I'd be so good at this? Just talking forever. Okay, so because it was another llama one, I had to take on that same speckly, you know, do some pink speckles because we were doing Loving for llamas. But Mandy is a little different than Luna was. And Mandy's got a little more gray color, taupey gray in her. Sometimes even like, she's mostly a white llama, but she has like these little patches that are sort of taupe and gray. So I matched up our llama color with some of the gray that was in there and did it a different way for our other llama-based Hug Your Pet Day colorway. Oh, I did not mean to rhyme. Okay, but before we say goodbye to them, let's just go for a quick walk. All right, Jenny. Say hi. Hi, there's my videographer. Okay, let's see if we can go in there. Yeah, there they are. Guys, you're so far away. On a day we want to be on, I keep saying TV, but it's not TV, it's just...
Here, if you stay out here, I can get them hay. And then...
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, it's not TV, it's Facebook TV. Let's see. There's another little goat coming up there. Okay, the lady colors are beautiful. Oh, somebody, I think Cody is saying hello. Dwayne is saying hello. Sandra is saying hello. Sandy is saying hello. Darn, we're trying to get those little goats to come around the corner. This little big mosh of wisteria is where our chickens live. Here comes Jenny with some hay. I don't know, they're only going to come and get hay if they're in the mood.
Nope, I missed, but not they'll eat it.
Goody girls! Come on, goody girls! Nope, they're just way too comfortable in the shade. We got one little baby goat who has decided, oh, that's one of our baby roosters. Yep, coming out from underneath that big mosh of wisteria. Oh, and that goat right there, that's Cinderella. We've had her for a long time. She's a mommy. And who else do we see? Should we go in there? I think we should go in. Before we say goodbye for today, we should at least go in there. Oh yes. So this year we got more chickens. While Jenny's opening the gate, let me see if I can get a little closer. I have to go under here. Hello, chickens. You're so messy. I'm gonna have to get another chicken bucket out there for you. But that rooster back there, he's the General Toe, because he has a bunch of chickens. Oh, hello, Cinderella. Hello. Do you like that little butterfly? Oh, there's Mandy Snow. Here she comes. Hi, Mandy. Mandy, you look a little brown in the rain versus our internet connection here. Okay. Well, everybody, it has been lovely. I don't think I can get any further into the field without my internet connection. But I guess I will say goodbye for today, and I will see you next Thursday.